very serious and quiet.
Both coxes with their hands in the air, just getting their crews lined up exactly how they want them. It's always tricky with the cox, trying to look through those 8 athletes and spot the clock tower that you're aiming for.
The Island Challenge Cup, Edinburgh University on the Berkshire station. And we've got Oxford University in the dark blue to the right of your picture. Perhaps should be a little bit more right of your picture, just easing a little bit central. And the cox there. George Douglas has got them back on the correct racing line. There you can see Edinburgh University thrashing out a good pace early.
Yeah, the noise of 8s off the start is always amazing and definitely worth going to see. But this is a really solid start off the blocks here from Edinburgh Uni on the far side of the screen here in the celeste and black with the dark blue of Oxford now on your screen.
Yeah, you can see Oxford University's stroke there, Sean Dennett. Work to be done for Oxford University. Edinburgh University taking a decent chunk of the lead. Very good start from them. It's really much energy that's taken out.
It is a very good start, and they've got a really good pickup in that Edinburgh boat. You can really see the backsplash coming off the oars neatly. And there we go, a nice shot of them as they are lifting it up and in, really picking up that boat quickly to get that early lead on the Oxford University boat, which is actually their B boat, isn't it? Which is impressive in itself to have 2 boats in this student women's 8 event. It shows the effort and energy Oxford is putting into developing their athletes ahead of their boat race next year.
Good depth in the squad, good preparation for boat race 2026.
So a length at the first marker there by Edinburgh University, that's pretty impressive. They're really going out there and stamping some authority on this race.
They all look pretty chilled, don't they? In both boats, actually. When we had the close-up of Edinburgh University just now, you don't want to read too much into facial expressions, but there's not too much tension etched on their faces.
Yeah, definitely, and particularly after you've gone off the blocks, you're zoning into the boat and you're relaxing. You don't want to be trying to pull it apart at this stage. You need to be economical. You need to be focusing in on your rhythm, and that, I think that was really apparent there with the expression on everyone's faces being relaxed, and they're tuning into that rhythm of that boat.
Past the barrier marker, you can see in the background, you can see Temple Island in the background, Hambledon Valley, the umpire's launch, and our feathered friends who are watching.
He's got a great spot there, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Front row seat to this great race here.
Right, the umpire is going to try and get Edinburgh back onto their side of the water.
Jim Harlow there umpiring.
Yes. I'll hear the coxes and see them splash past our camera. Edinburgh University will have enjoyed this first opening stage to the race.
Yeah, great there to really pan past the crew like that. You could really see the nice smooth pickups they were having as they were really keeping the workload on, but not making it look like it was hard work for them, which is always impressive.
And despite the umpiring intervention a few moments ago, Edinburgh University in a great spot.
Yeah, that's a nice position to be in there as you're kind of getting into the sort of chunky middle section of the race.
It's a relatively recent event, the Island Challenge Cup, introduced in 2020, student women's 8s. Had Oxford Brooks winning it in past years. Oxford University, this particular boat, looks like they might have met their match in Edinburgh University. They're not completely out of it.
No, they're not. You can see Edinburgh have just taken a stride in their rhythm there, and you can really see some nice distance per stroke there of the puddles, where they're all clearing the puddles and they're not rowing in their own puddles, which is a nice feeling when boats are doing that, and you don't have the wash of the previous strokes puddles. You can still see Oxford there as we fly over the top of them, still racing hard, which is just what they need to be doing there. You can see in the bow there Charlotte Wheatley, who actually is, out of all these students, there's 3 of them that are finishing their finals this year, but Charlotte actually has a Viva this afternoon.
Dedication.
She's got a tough day ahead. She is a material scientist working on MRI magnets, and she will be speaking to her academics later today around her work, and hopefully she's getting that signed off. But there they are.
I think our lecturers should go easy on her. bearing in mind she's had this stress in the morning. Signing off in a Viva this afternoon. What a day that is. And in Edinburgh University's boat, there's perhaps a little bit more Henley Royal Regatta experience. Previous years, we've got James Dearden, the Cox. This is his 5th Henley Royal Regatta. And there you can see Olivia Schmidt, her 3rd in the bow seat for Edinburgh University. But lots of them have been here before. Madeline Fatani in 7th seat there. This is her 4th Henley Royal Regatta. So bags of experience, and they're showing it.
Yeah, heaps in comparison to the Oxford crew, where it's a first go for everyone, but it's great that they're here and they're representing and they're building what is, look at, a big squad at Oxford, hopefully.
You can see the flag on top of St Mary's Church there is billowing a little bit in the breeze, fluttering, compared to at the start line where it was definitely a lot more still. Here we go, Edinburgh University in front of stewards and moving well.
Yeah, they look really smooth, really calm and collected there. That's a nice position to be coming through the stewards, where you can actually appreciate and just lap up some of the applause and the nice shouts from the bank.
They'll be very happy with how this race has unfolded, the Edinburgh University boat. Coach Colin Williamson will be watching on. Cox, James Dearden will have to keep craning his neck, looking around to his right. There you go, to see where the opposition boat is. Quite a way back. For the Coxes, as they turn their heads, they pivot round to see where the opposition boat is. There's a real danger of unbalancing things, isn't there? And you watch their necks, they swivel, great flexibility.
Yeah, it's quite stealthy, isn't it? Like, yeah, having it's a nice position to having to turn your head, isn't it, rather than being a side-eyed glance.
But I love the way they can pivot round without hips and shoulders getting involved and suddenly upset the balance in that boat. It's like a very civilised and calm chat going on from James Dearden.
Yeah, they looks like they mean business, and they've really controlled this race well. They know what they're doing, and they're managing it very well.
Dropping the rates in front of stewards. Most of the seats on the bank now occupied, applauding the Edinburgh University boat in this Island Challenge Cup heat on the Berkshire station, cruising over the line. They've done that very stylishly. Oxford University B boat, their regatta is over. And we'll be watching Edinburgh University deep into the week based on that performance.